Hello and welcome to MBC News. I'm your news anchor, Deuce Dragonesh. I exist only for you. And I have here my undoubtedly fantastic team. I like to call them mine because I like to think that I possess men, but there we are. And women, of course. So we have Melbourne's writer.
Hello everybody, and Merry Yuletide when it arrives.
And Sigmund Leominster.
Good evening and a Merry Christmas to you all.
And last but hardly least, Lisa Hermano.
Hola, buenas noches y feliz Navidad.
Hello. Right, now, Julian Assange of WikiLeaks will be fighting extradition to Sweden from the UK on January the 11th, 2011 in court. And hacktivists have launched Operation Payback, attacking credit card sites for refusing to accept payments en route to WikiLeaks. Mirror sites have sprung up all over the net, keeping WikiLeaks alive and well.
And Sony has announced that their PlayStation-based virtual world called Home now has some 17 million users around the world. Now, Home was launched 2 years ago as a 3D interactive virtual environment where PlayStation owners could interact socially. Since then, it's gone on to include in-world games and the sale of virtual goods. Now, in a recent interview, Sony's director of Home, Jack Buser, declined to say whether the virtual world was profitable, but he did disclose that in the first quarter of 2010, revenues were 3 times greater than the year before.
About 30 quid then, Sigmund.
That may well be the case.
Well, many folks who just spent their hard-earned cash buying iPads for the season, for Christmas presents, may be about to suffer from a bout of buyer's remorse. The weeping and the wailing and the gnashing of teeth comes after rumours that Apple may be releasing a new version of the not yet 9-month-old tablet in April 2011. The rumour mill has spotted new cases of 2 offshore manufacturing facilities, and the Reuters news agency was able to get off-the-record comments from 2 suppliers who said they are ramping up production of components for use in a new iPad.
Okay, well, I want to know if anybody here can gnash their teeth and if they do it as a habit. That'll be a no then.
Mine will fall out.
And hundreds of employees for the internet giant Yahoo won't be having a particularly merry Christmas this year. Up to 600 jobs are slated to disappear within a week as Yahoo goes on a cost-cutting exercise. Sounds like they're perfect at it to me. At the same time as Google, employees are getting up to a 10% pay increase. Yahoo is struggling to rein in costs, and this is yet another round of cuts following a larger set that took place last year. Ironically, the MBC News team picked this up on the Yahoo News site.
And in the So There's Hope for Us Yet section of the news, a new study from Australia reveals that men over 75 are still interested in sex, but it's only illness and lack of opportunity that holds them back, or up. Now, Zoe Hyde and her colleagues at the University of Western Australia surveyed more than 2,700 men aged between 75 and 95 for the study, which is published in the Annals of Internal Medicine. Now, Hyde said that, quote, of those who were sexually active, more than 40% were dissatisfied with the frequency of sexual activity, preferring sex more frequently, unquote. Now, the study also found that around 30% of the men reported having had some sort of sexual activity in the past year, but close to 50% said sex was important, which suggests that many wanted to have sex, but couldn't.
Should we discuss that, gentlemen?
No, because of course I'm a long way from the 75 bracket, but like most people, I think I only think about sex every, 5-10 minutes, something like that, I think. Mal, you the same?
Yeah, probably.
That's a bit of a giveaway. And we're not saying anything about the young men in the audience who are just
Lisa,
who have it all yet to come, or not to come. To come or not to come. What is the difference?
That is the question.
And now for these messages.
You are an educator. You have a choice of virtual worlds. You can go where you choose. What makes SpotOn3D.com different? Our easy press tools make presentation native. Easy inventory go from grid to grid. Universal registration. Universal avatars. EduMerge and micro-community. Community Conference Center, 100 people on a cloud, free forever accounts with 5 avatars, premium membership with full production level skills, protection. SpotOn3D.com. Different.
And welcome back. Now here is Lisa Ermano, our raving reporter, with her weekly report.
Well, I don't think about sex. I'm far too busy playing Scrabble. Anyway, Christmas is only around the corner and the grid is booming with festive activities. MBC are pleased to see several Toys for Tots charity Christmas events happening. There have been no end of concerts, auctions and sales in support of this great charity. And it is lovely to see the support given by the Second Life residents. We went to the crowning of the Miss Maria Style 2011 at the beautiful Maria Style Sim, where 10 gorgeous ladies competed for the title. The show was magical with amazing styling in elegance and glamour. Congratulations to Miss Serene Faith, who took the title along with 80,000 lindens, 5,000 lindens worth of Maria Style outfits, and a beautiful virtual impressions tiara. Talking of beauty, the Miss Virtual World Contest will be streamed live from Metaverse TV this coming Saturday, that's the 18th of December. The organisers and contestants have been working so hard behind the scenes, and MBC would like to wish them very good luck. Finally, Metaverse TV held their Winter Wonderland Ball, which after weeks of planning and organising, we are proud to say was a complete success. Metaverse would like to take this opportunity to thank the live artists, Katia Keras, Amlis McCallan, Sky Galaxy, Torien Torre, the DJ, who was fantastic, Louis Valor and Christopher Quain. And not to forget the 2 sponsors who donated beautiful designs, that's Maria da Costa and Silex Core. And of course our guests. Thank you very much, it was amazing. So it's been a full week with lots happening in SL. And as SL never sleeps, I'm sure it will continue well into Christmas. So on that note, Merry Christmas all, and I do hope Santa fills your stockings.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Lisa. Great report. And now we're over to Mal Burns with his Tech Spot.
Oh, thank you, Duza. The Tech Spot indeed. The main thing this week, I think, from the technology point of view, is that the Connect interface that you can buy for the, the Xbox, the Microsoft, has had open source drivers released. Now, people have been more or less hacking this since about 2 hours after the device came out, but the Connect motion sensor was actually developed by a company called Prime Sense. It's basically their technology that powers Connect, and they've just created OpenNI, which you can find at www.openni.org. And they are giving away, quite literally, open sourcing all the driver code needed to get this Connect device working with anything else. And it's the sort of thing that, well, basically provides all the necessary information for somebody like Second Life to create a plugin, just as they did with the camera, a Space Navigator. So this could actually be quite an important announcement, not just for games, virtual worlds, and anything like that, really. Also, in the this week, we found a company called Nuance adding game controls to Dragon's Dragon Naturally Speaking, which is one of the speech recognition softwares. And this also is potentially big news because it will mean that you'll be able to, I think the idea is you'll be able to control your avatar by speech. In other words, you'll be able to use voice recognition technology to interact in virtual environments. So both of those together are quite important news. There was also a study this week proving that, or saying, I should say, I won't say proving, that EXA games, as they call them, are as good as traditional physical education. And obviously, people who know the Wii machines know that you can get these things you stand on and run up and down, doing step aerobics and things like that. And apparently, you can keep just as fit using these sort of Wii physical activity tools as you can with real physical education, which makes me think that, well, if the Kinect drivers adapt to everything too, then we might be able to get a bit healthy playing our games rather than just sitting in chairs doing it. So, what was the fourth thing? Yes, a new law has been, it's actually been passed in Oklahoma, of all places, but it may be a sign of the future, and it reminds you to include virtual property in your will. According to the folks in Oklahoma, basically property that you may own in virtual worlds like Second Life are sort of count towards the things you can bequeath in your will. So, more value there.
Thank you very much, Mal, for that report. And it was all I could do to keep my mouth shut at certain lines that you're handing us. But, yeah, I think the connecting is going to be really interesting, isn't it? Anyway, now we're over to our latest member of our team, Eddie Clarity.
Right. Public service announcements with me this week. One big one, especially Catalyst of Fantasy and the Best of Second Life are hosting the second annual Adopt a Family Benefit on December 21st, 2010 at 1 p.m. SLT at the new Patch Tebow Auditorium, which is currently being built still. And also there's plenty other Christmas things you can go to across the grid. And if you're alone at Christmas, don't be sad. You can come online and come over to Metaverse Island because they're going to be holding an open house. So feel free to come and hang out with the crazy guys here. And also as well, I got married today, which is my little public service announcement of my own. But thank you.
So thank you for joining us. And that brings us to the end of this, our Christmas Merry show. We should have put Mark in a Christmas suit. And we're here to wish you all a very happy Christmas, ladies and gentlemen, and we hope it's peaceful, and if it isn't quite peaceful, we hope you're enjoying it. And if that isn't happening, then take care of yourselves and stay safe from